gets ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let him lead.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They toss to Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 66 yards. His guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one?
Oh, yeah, I can't run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, y'all need all up north.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 17, Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Ready, 95, 56.
Now Breeze on 3rd down.
Come on, man.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 43 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Breeze now on first down. And this is a catch by Ted again. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally. Breeze now. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top. Take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver for the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their own 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy, but now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Some blocks.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman.
Good shit,
and
good
they'll
shit.
hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Here's Ginn. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives. And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback. It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On third and long, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball? Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready, 280, 20, 280. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Now it's Ginn. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready, 5-9.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
God damn, good shit.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown,
good shit, bro.
New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 52 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw is Ryan. Intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Fuck, I do that shit, bro.
And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Ryan. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Gotta turn the pressure back up on your ass now.
Lutz to try to add the PAT.
No
Got too comfortable over this bit.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
I saw that shit, too.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
What's up to you? Hey, Chicken.
Let's see. Let's roll with this shit.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
They're bringing that heater with that 2-2.
The guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right?
All right, let's go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to
21-14.
Orlando. Jonathan Coachman
His
will
way.
have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now a dump off here.
Y'all done threw 2 pick sixes.
A gain of 5, and that's going to bring
2 of them was back to back.
On third down, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
All right, then I do this shitty-ass punt.
The kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
Fucking wheels falling off right now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Breeze now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Breeze now to
Come here, man. Come on, baby.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. This is
and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction? The pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Put that foul on that ass.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's set for the third time here in this half. It's intercepted.
Be some block, baby. Be some blockers. Be some blockers.
Just that. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try to get some points.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can try out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
Let's see what I need. Let's see what you're working on.
A surprise, they're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
This bitch won't even call timeout. Ain't this a motherfucker?
Final play of the half. It's
Ain't
Ryan.
this a bitch?
Motherfucker
won't even let me call timeout.
So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half.
Yeah, I was going to come out to see what you was in, and I saw what you guys trying to call a timeout, and the damn controller went blank on me.
Third quarter.
Yeah, that's it.
I did some shit like that though. I ain't gonna say. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and go.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. I like the way that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen.
Get away, man. Oh, God damn. Get out the way, son.
As he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Take them 5.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. Freeman again. Freeman the first down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hey, South. Check Mike 47. Gun. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there.
He's
had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's a whole different ball game.
You're stingy with me, I see you.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. He scored on the ground and through the air. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
0-0, baby.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
Oh, come on.
But it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jack Crawford in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Where we at? Let's see right here.
Ready, 25. Hey, Tuesday.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Ryan now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Ryan.
Oh.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan is complete to Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. Call it a pickup of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman.
You got to get a bigger block than that.
Down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Oh, man, get up to the line. Hike that shit. Yeah.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. They'll call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Tidmo.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a pass hauled in
Come on, man.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. He'll air it out deep. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they can't bring him down. Thomas, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's turn. Maybe somebody ran over
that was good.
It could be so many different things. Bottom line, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On 2nd down. It's Freeman, and a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They run, Devontae Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep
they give it to
2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant.
Baby, pick up a little speed.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Oh, shit.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That one covers 29 yards, first down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 50 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer.
You got to football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. Well, he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Hey, express.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. For the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock,
and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big off.